Hey guys, Drifter here. TFT just dropped set 9.5, and in case you didn't know, this is my most played game right now, so I wanted to share with you my opinions on how things are going, which are going to be largely positive. I've had a very good experience with this update, whereas the last one was one of the few negative experiences that I've ever had with TFT. I'm currently in Gold 1, and I'm trying to push up to Platinum. I got my elo a lot faster this time, but I've kind of plateaued, and somehow this set just feels more natural to me. I'm really enjoying it a lot more, and I think a huge part of that is that the traits and synergies feel more logical. They seem intuitive this set. They seem to mesh together pretty well, and part of that is just the name, the art design, what you think about their characteristics like desert versus tundra versus seawater pirates and other things like that. It just sort of makes sense for me, and that makes the entire game much easier to play. I feel like the change to traits and regions was very good for the early game. There's a lot more early game options now instead of just Samira, though Samira is still fantastic. And adding Nefiri to the game adds better early game options for Shurima and for Challenger, and something more fun with Darkin, and adds better cross synergies. So I feel like I have a lot to work with early game in the more physical damage department. Ixtal units are quite fun too. They've all got stuns, they've all got basically just fun or funny moves. And on the topic of Ixtal, swapping out Zed for Kiana was a big upgrade. Really also adding in Graves as a rogue was huge. I kind of like what they've done with rogues. Rogues are actually kind of strong right now despite being nerfed, but all of the units are more fun and they have more synergies. For example, I love being able to play Rogue Gunner Graves because that builds in with the Rogue Echo and Piltover units and stuff like that, and Gunner units, so I feel like I get a lot of synergy there. Gunners in general have been my favorite thing to play this set. This particular game, you're going to get to see me get absolutely smoked playing Gunners because I was fidgeting with Shadow Play, and then the air conditioner repair guy showed up in the middle of this game and it was like total chaos. So I wasn't exactly on my mental A game. But this set has still been fun to play for me even when I'm losing. It doesn't feel as unfair. So last time I posted a 1st and I was mad about it. This time I'm going to be posting a 7th and I'm pretty happy about it. But yeah, Gunners in general have been really fun. I like the way they play. Adding in Graves adds a lot of variety. I love that Aphelios is a Gunner now. He's basically a Giga Chad, and once you get him going fast, everything dies. The late game does still have the same kind of issue in that whoever has the most gold units wins, and the gold units are absurdly strong. So taking level up, rushing to the end and grabbing some gold units, or even reaching the end game, you might even have to sell some of your 3-star units or some of your best in slot units just to put gold ones on because they're that incredibly powerful. That's still present, but not quite as badly. Moving along, I absolutely love the changes to the new items. This is probably the best thing that they've done. I like that they took out all of the support items and put them in their own class, because I think they needed that. They needed to be much more rare and not craftable out of basic items, because last set, everybody was abusing triple Zeke's Herald, triple Q-Cone, triple Locket, and I think in the previous set it was like triple Locket Irelia for challengers, and then they nerfed all of these items, so the Locket was useless, the Zeke's was useless. The Ice Cream Cone, however, still held some value, but I didn't build them. They weren't very fun. So moving them into the support category and then buffing these items to be very valuable, augment worthy in many cases, is a much better choice, and that also frees up your base components to make new items with. I've really enjoyed all of the new items. The two that are my most favorite are, I think it's called, oh, it's so new, I'm forgetting the name. The Even Shroud, the Ever Shroud. It's basically the Ionic Spark, but for physical damage, and it sunders people and gives you some initial resistances, which I think is very good. It sort of gives an alternative to running Last Whisperer, because before that was the only thing you could do. And also, I've really enjoyed Nashor's Tooth. Nashor's Tooth is something that works really good on a variety of mages, or on people that maybe need attack speed and casting, like Mordekaiser, who is completely broken when you go long Mord. But Nashor's Tooth adds a lot of flexibility and a lot of different kind of units you can play it. Anybody that wants attack speed and ability power, or anybody really that doesn't even need the attack speed but just the faster casting, it'll work there too. I'm very, very happy with it. I think Adaptive Helm is a little bit boring. Adaptive Helm just feels like the tank version of not Jeweled Gauntlet, Hand of Justice. It's not bad. It's not bad in any situation, but it doesn't feel very fun. And finally, I like that the Shimmer Scale items have been moved into the Orin item category, because that's probably where they should have been to begin with. I like the classification of artifacts. I like being able to play them, or at least being offered them amongst other Ornn artifacts more frequently, which is quite fun. So generally, I've really enjoyed all of the item changes. As of right now, the augments are probably still the most frustrating part of the game, as they can still be crazy RNG that cause you to win or lose on the spot. But they're better now. They sort of rebalanced and reworked a number of them to at least make them more fun. There were some of them that were very annoying or very win or lose on the spot. There's less of that now, so I think it's good that we have less variance in augments. I think that the new Ixtal augments are kind of fun. They're kind of silly, kind of inconsistently strong, but Ixtal in general is fun. The rainbow clown colors are very appealing to clown colors. I know they're supposed to be elemental. Stillwater Hold, however, still exists, and so does the Sump. And it's proof that we all still prefer augments. Stillwater Hold is something you can select if you don't want to play with augments. Nobody likes doing that. Everybody's mad when I get a Stillwater Hold game. Nobody votes for it. So at the end of the day, even if the augments have problems, even if they're frustrating, even if YouTubers like me and other, higher elo people whose opinions probably actually matter, don't like them, everybody still chooses them over the alternative of Stillwater Hold or classic TFT, so I feel like that says a lot. Also, Rising Infamy is hilarious for Bilgewater, which I think is probably in need of another buffing. As of my recording this, I'm still kind of struggling with Bilgewater, but Rising Infamy is hilarious when your treasure chests get bigger, bigger, bigger. I love fun ones like that. I love augments that can scale throughout the course of the game that may require some sacrifice early on. And finally, mobile performance has improved too. I play both on PC and on mobile. The mobile performance has been a lot more stable lately, so I'm very happy with that. Alright guys, that's just about it for this short video. This is way shorter than what I normally talk about. I guess I have less to criticize, less to complain about. Overall, I'm very happy with TFT Set 9.5. I think it's very fun. I'm having a better time. And if any of you have dipped or stopped playing in the recent years, I think this is a good time to come back and check it out. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.